And I appeal the ruling of the chair and call for a roll call vote. You allowed a witness, let me state my case.
Sure.
With respect. You allowed a witness to go on for 4 or 5 minutes, change her testimony, knowing full well that neither Senator Cruz nor I could cross-examine her about her perjury.
Senator Kennedy, would you allow the witnesses to finish responding to my question, and then we can act on your request?
And I think we
Senator
should
Kennedy.
have a second round.
Senator Kennedy.
And I am appealing the ruling of the chair.
Senator Kennedy, would you allow the witnesses to finish responding to my question, and then we can respond to your request?
The ruling of the chair.
Senator Kennedy.
What you just saw is a senator catching a witness changing her testimony on the stand, and the chair shutting him down cold. No second round of questioning. No cross-examination. Nothing. Kennedy tried every procedural move available to him and got stonewalled every single time. And a Democrat senator had the nerve to call that badgering. This is a judicial confirmation hearing. These are lifetime appointments. The chair is protecting a witness who just changed her story in real time. Kennedy wasn't out of line. He was doing his job. We're about to watch the full video and break down every moment. Trust me, it gets worse. Hit subscribe so you never miss when we cover stuff like this, because the mainstream media won't touch it.
Madam Chair.
Ms. Newman.
Thank you.
I have a point of order, Madam Chair.
Yes, Senator Kennedy.
Madam Chair, with respect, you allowed the witness to go at length and to change her testimony without her being subject to cross-examination. Are you going to allow us to have a second round of questioning?
No, Senator Kennedy.
What are you trying to cover up here?
There is no cover-up, and Mr. Padilla, Senator Padilla, you'll be allowed the 30 seconds remaining left
I want
of
to
your time.
appeal the ruling of the chair.
Thank you. I'd like to hear the
I would
the
like to
responses
appeal.
from the two
Madam
witnesses
Chair, I have
remaining.
a point of order. I'd like to appeal the ruling of the chair. You allowed a
Your
witness.
point of order was offered and responded to,
And I appeal the ruling of the chair and call for a roll call vote. You allowed a witness, let me state my case.
Sure.
With respect. You allowed a witness to go on for 4 or 5 minutes, change her testimony, knowing full well that neither Senator Cruz nor I could cross-examine her about her perjury.
Senator Kennedy, would you allow the witnesses to finish responding to my question, and then we can act on your request?
And I think
Senator
we should
Kennedy.
have a second round.
Senator Kennedy.
And I am appealing the ruling of the chair.
Senator Kennedy, would you allow the witnesses to finish responding to my question, and then we
I
can
am
respond to your
appealing
request?
the ruling of the chair.
Senator Kennedy, I gave you a response to your request of a second round of questioning. I have no intention on allowing a second round of questioning.
And I'm appealing your ruling.
That is fine. There is no procedure that allows
I
for
would ask
a
for a
roll
roll
call.
call
There
vote.
is no procedure for it that allows for a roll call vote in this committee. This is a hearing. I have the gavel. I have responded
this is a
to your
cover-up, Madam Chair.
request.
This is an
and I am
embarrassing
going to
cover-up.
return
I will
to
say I've
Senator
never seen
Kennedy's.
a chair try so hard to protect a witness and avoid answering why she just lied on the stand with her own words, her own opinion.
Thank you so much for your request. It has been heard, responded to. Senator Padilla,
There will be no
If I
cross-examination.
would like-
The witness shall be
But I
allowed
want
to
to be
lie,
fair.
and
I
no one will
understand
ask.
your
So,
ruling. I think I have the
There,
floor.
you
Your
have
ruling
you have
is-
been
your
you have
ruling
you,
is-
you asked for, was there going to be
Well, I'm
another
raising
round
the
of
second
questions?
point of order. Your
The answer
ruling
is no.
that we can't have a second round, that the chair can allow a witness, after we're finished with cross-examination, go on at length, change her testimony, potentially perjure herself. We're not allowed to cross-examine in a second round of questioning, which we do all the time.
The answer is
And
no,
you tell
Senator
me
Kennedy.
I can't, and you now ask for a roll call vote to appeal your ruling.
Madam
and you
Chair.
say I can't do that.
No, you cannot.
That's
Madam Chair,
ridiculous.
point of
Thank
personal
you.
privilege, please. Madam Chair, point of order.
Senator Hirona.
You know, we have been witness to literally witness badgering, and now badgering of the chair. She has issued her ruling. There is no appeal. Some of us would like to get on with this hearing.
I'm sure you
and
would.
To have to sit here and listen to all of you go off time and time and time again, and I just want to commend this witness, this nominee, for her comportment, because what her comportment says to me is that she is going to be a damn good judge. Can we get on with it, Madam Chair?
So does every Democrat senator want to cover up the facts here? Is any Democrat
So can we
senator interested
return
in the direct
to
contradiction
Senator,
from
we'll
the
be
witness?
returning to Senator
Apparently, it's
Padilla's
the entire
questioning, or
Democrat
we will
senators that want to
adjourn
cover these up.
today's
You want
hearing.
to adjourn? Go ahead. You can do that.
Go ahead.
Senator Padilla, I
We
want
might
to give
as
you
well.
your 30
You
seconds.
might as
Way you're
well,
gonna run this
because the
hearing.
Padilla, I
questions
wanna
are
give
going
you
to
your
be,
30
are you
seconds.
more
If you
handsome or
wish, you can
beautiful
yield
or
your
brilliant?
time and we can
And
gavel
let's
or
avoid the
gavel.
Madam
facts.
Chair, what I would like is an opportunity for the two remaining witnesses to respond to my question. And I would really like all members of the committee to pay them the respect they deserve and to let them finish. Ms. Newman.
Thank you, Senator. I do agree with the premise of your question. I did have the opportunity to complete 2 clerkships, one at the Vermont Supreme Court and one at the Second Circuit Court of Appeals. When I was at the Second Circuit before Judge Peter Hall, I was his 3rd slate of clerks, at the very beginning of his career. And he discussed then and made it a point to try to attract and hire a very diverse set of law clerks in the broadest sense, geographically diverse, from different schools, many who had had different careers before law school. He felt that that really helped his decision-making process, and I hope, if I'm so fortunate to be confirmed, to do the same.
Thank you. Judge Valenzuela.
Thank you, Senator Padilla. I agree with your statement, and I agree with the comments of my colleagues. The only thing I would add is that I think the mentoring component of that is very important. And that's why for the past, I think 5 years or so, I have served on the California Judges Association's outreach committee. And I've strived through that committee to encourage and inspire the next generation of lawyers.
Thank you to all the nominees for your responses and again for your composure and your dignity. And I will apologize to you for the decorum of some of my colleagues here today. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you so much, Senator Padilla. Thank you to our nominees here. If there are further questions that are going to be, would like to be offered, the deadline for submitting those is May 29th. By 5 p.m. Questions for the record will still be due to the nominees by that date and time. The record will likewise remain open until that time to submit letters and similar materials. Everyone, please plan accordingly. With that, this hearing is adjourned.
Now you've seen the whole thing. Let's talk about it. Kennedy was right. Procedurally right, factually right, and right to push back. When a witness changes her testimony mid-hearing, that is a serious problem, not a technicality. In any legitimate legal proceeding that triggers immediate scrutiny, Kennedy saw it, called it out, and asked for the most basic tool available, which is the ability to cross-examine. He was told no. The chair didn't just rule against him. She talked over him, shut him down, and then let another Democrat come in and run cover by praising the nominee's composure. That is a deflection, a way of changing the subject from what actually happened, which is that a witness potentially perjured herself and the majority had zero interest in finding out. Then they called Kennedy the problem. They used the word badgering. Kennedy was citing specific behavior and asking procedural questions. That is not badgering. That is oversight. That is what these hearings exist to do. Cruz said the chair was working overtime to protect this witness, and that line cut through everything because it was true. Every time Kennedy tried a legitimate procedural move, the chair had an answer ready to shut it down. No second round. No roll call vote. No appeal. Just the gavel. Now Democrats want to talk about decorum and composure, and what a great judge this nominee will be. Maybe she will be. But we don't confirm judges based on how calm they look when their testimony gets challenged. We confirm them based on honesty and integrity. If there are questions about what was said under oath in that room, those questions deserve real answers, not applause. Kennedy didn't back down and didn't apologize for doing his job. In a room where the majority controls the gavel, the clock, and the agenda, it takes backbone to keep standing up. That's exactly what he did.